Hi, I am Galileo Galilei. These are my true thoughts on the Pope and the Roman Catholic Church. Where to begin? The last time I checked, I was not just a mere mortal, but a pioneer in the sciences, a proud champion of heliocentrism, the theory that the Earth orbits the Sun. And yet here I sit, or rather, lie, bound by the thoughts and machinations of those who deem me a threat to their celestial order. The irony is as rich as the Church's treasury, which, I should add, weighs heavier on a conscience than a law book filled with secrets and ancient scripts. The Church and its dual nature allow me a moment to indulge in a little philosophical musing. The Roman Catholic Church is a perplexing institution, a grand paradox wrapped in clergy robes and gold chalices. There exists within it a shimmering duality, a divine facade masking the grotesque undertones of political maneuvering and power struggles. It is a beautiful relic of faith, one moment a beacon of hope, and in the next, a dungeon for truth seekers like myself. The hands that outstretch in mercy are also hands that grip the iron bars of ignorance tightly, squeezing out the very breath of reason, redefining divine intervention. And what can I say about Pope Urban VIII? The man had an eloquence that could charm a snake, yet here he was, like a toad perched on a lily pad of dogma. I remember our cordial meetings, filled with an air of optimism. He acted as if we were two enlightened individuals engaging in a grand intellectual exchange. But no sooner had I opened my mouth to proclaim the wonders of the cosmos than his ink-stained fingers hurried to squelch anything that threatened the ecclesiastical narrative. Oh, Urban, how utterly delightful that you had the power to decorate your throne with my dreams while simultaneously preparing my descent into the depths of your papal dungeons. My moment of truth. Let's talk about that infamous trial, shall we? I was called before the Inquisition, those fine folks dressed in the garb of scholars, yet wielding the swords of ignorance. Oh, the lovely paradox. And what did I do? I stood there, slighted more by the absurdity of the proceedings than by any fear for my liberty. They accused me of heresy for not only asserting that the earth spins on its own axis, but also that the planets, oh, the gall of me, move around the sun. I smiled, perhaps too brightly. Who would have thought that intellectual exploration would land me on a rack designed to stretch not only my limbs but my patience? Ah, sweet stretching contraption. It was an engineering wonder, truly, a medieval gymnastics apparatus, an early prototype of a medieval version of yoga gone horribly wrong. This was torture with a touch of irony, a contradictory blend of pain and enlightenment. Feel the stretch, feel the cosmos, as they expertly flayed my physical form while my mind soared through the stars. But in the end, no amount of wrenching could extract my belief in the universe as I perceived it, nor quench the fire of my inquiry. You see, you can stretch a man's limbs, but the mind, the mind is elastic, baby. It is as unchained as the very truths I sought to unveil. Left with bits and pieces, and now I am left to where all the Church has left of me is two of my fingers to represent my legacy. 2 fingers. How appropriate! I like to think they are both my middle fingers raised in defiance to those who would stifle inquiry, oppress reason, and bury truth beneath solemn church pews. Next time you look at those fingers, dear reader, envision them waving triumphantly amidst the stars, a cosmic salute to inquiry and rebellious spirit that, like a supernova, shall never be dimmed. The Church may have succeeded in reducing my physical form to remnants, but the essence of my thoughts and discoveries continues to resonate loudly across the cosmos. The legacy of laughter and learning it is a poignant irony that my most cherished weapon against ignorance has become a singular gesture of defiance. The very fingers that pointed skyward are now mere symbols of rebellion against a monolithic structure intent on homogenizing thought. Oh, how ist! The universe always smiles back at those who dare to ask the mysteries hidden within the folds of its vast embrace. A peek here, a probing question there. And just like that, the pearls of wisdom begin to unravel, one quizzical finger at a time. A final salute so to you, dear reader, whether you rest comfortably in the arms of the church or stroll hand in hand with empirical inquiry. Know that this was not merely a battle of flesh and tooth, but a glorious expedition into the very heart of knowledge. I take my leave now, through the hallowed halls of history, through the chapters of scientific enlightenment. I shall remain, not in fear, but as a cosmic specter of curiosity. If you find yourself in a stretch of ignorance, here's me waving my fingers for all eternity, middle ones included. Until next time, may your thoughts be ever expansive and your fingers ever defiant.